If you guys want the fastest way to improve your aim, get some Control Freaks for cheap. Use code GOBLIN for 10% off and improve your aim today. Link in the description. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Call of Duty World War II video. Today's video, the new patch 1.06, which I've been talking about for about a week, is officially out right now. All you have to do is basically update your game and you will have this new patch. I'm going to talk about everything that was changed within this patch update, all of the important stuff to do with these patch notes. Hope you guys will enjoy today's video. Of course, this is going to be covering 1.06, which is essentially the second big update we've had since the release. 1.0 to number 4 were probably before because we had 05 and now we have 06. Pretty big update today, a lot of stuff to cover, and they definitely bamboozled our Hoofenstein with this update, so hopefully you guys will enjoy today's video, and I'm going to be covering everything. So be sure to drop a like on this thing. 2,000 likes is the goal. Of course, I know you guys love these updates, so I'd really appreciate 2,000 likes. That would be awesome, and of course, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and let's get right into this. So with this update, a lot of stuff has been changed, and the main two things, which I'll talk about right off here, is that Primed has been nerfed. So the basic training Primed, which is probably the best one in the game, has been nerfed. It still gives you 3 attachments, but what it does, or an extra attachment, it now says that you flinch slightly less instead of flinch less. So there's been a nerf which makes you be able to flinch a little bit more with that. I think that's okay as long as they end up, mastering the flinch overall and reducing the flinch overall in this game. But as far as this update, they didn't work on the flinch overall. They only nerfed it with Prime. So that kind of really sucks because now you pretty much have no choice but to deal with the flinch. I have to test out Prime and I'm sure it'll probably be still really good, but you definitely will be able to notice the changes. And hopefully they end up making the flinch less for everyone in this game because flinch shouldn't have a place in Call of Duty. It's kind of ridiculous that it does. That was one of the main changes. The other one is that the bar did get the nerf. Of course, we all saw this coming. The bar's nerf is now that it has more recoil. Now, I see some people on Twitter complaining that the bar, oh my god, the recoil is out of this world. Honestly, I've tried it in the firing range. Without a grip, yeah, the recoil is definitely noticeable and it's really high without a grip. But when you slap that grip on it, I think it definitely still is controllable. And it probably still is the best rifle. I mean, that's just for me testing it for literally a minute or two. I'm going to have to play some games with it. But the bar nerf is not so big where you really have to worry. I think with the grip now, it'll still be good. But definitely if you try using it without that grip, you will notice that recoil because that bar nerf happened. As far as other things that happened in this update, basically what we have is we sort of have a new menu now. When you load up the game, you have the option to go straight into a match and you don't have to load into the headquarters. However, once you click headquarters, then you're loaded into that normally. As far as headquarters, it's having a little bit of a bug now with the new update where the frame rate is kind of slow. There is an actual workaround for that frame rate glitch. So if you want to get your frame rate up at the headquarters, if you want to play around in there, you basically walk over to the theater, open up a movie in the theater, leave the movie, and then your frame rate is fine for headquarters. I'm sure they'll work on that in a hotfix in like a day or something like that, but it's not really that big of a deal unless you want to hang out in the headquarters. But basically you can skip that part and go straight into the matches now. I don't think this really mattered at all. I don't know why they did this. There's bigger issues in this game to be fixed, but that's basically what they did with the headquarters. As far as another thing that some people were noticing is that apparently, and this is all through word of mouth, that the supply drop cards now show the name of the guns. So basically before it would just show a picture and say the Epic Templeston 2 or whatever, but now it'll actually say PPSH or something like that. And that is just allegedly. I'm not sure if this is true. I haven't opened any supply drops, but if it is, that's definitely a big thing, and I'm glad that happened. So now I don't have to sound like such an idiot in all of my supply drop openings when I screamed that I got a new SMG and I actually just got a stupid launcher or something like that. As far as other stuff in this game, basically, the chrome camo. There is the chrome camo in this game, which is dark matter. You get it once you get diamond for everything. It is a pretty bad looking camo compared to how hard, like it's a decent camo. But the fact is, if you have to get diamond on everything to earn a camo, that camo better blow my socks off. And chrome camo definitely does not even come close to doing that. So definitely that is kind of underwhelming there. But basically there was a glitch where you couldn't unlock snow camo or something like that for the launch. I don't know if it was snow. I don't even know if snow's camo is in this game. It was one camo for the launchers. There was a glitch around it. Now you can finish that, so you can get this chrome camo. Is it worth going for? Probably not, but hopefully they update it and buff it. It does look pretty good when you put it on a heroic variant, though. I did notice that. Basically, they also put in some leaderboard fixes into this game. So if your leaderboard position was showing up wrong, your score per minute, that should be fixed by now. They also fixed snaking, which was an issue in competitive Call of Duty. Basically, what snaking is when you would stand next to a wall and you'd go prone and go back to crouch, prone, back to crouch, prone, back to crouch. It would basically, the other teammates, or the other enemy actually, wouldn't be able to see your head above the thing. It would just look like you're laying prone the whole time. So it would basically be a way to head glitch where they couldn't even see you at all. Absolutely broken, and apparently they fixed that. I don't know how well you can actually fix snaking because it's been in so many different previous CODs, but hopefully that is a good thing for competitive players, and I'm hoping that goes all well for them. For us public match players, it's not really a big deal at all. Definitely doesn't affect too much there. Next thing is that they fixed map exploits. That's all it says, and the maps they fixed these exploits are on our USS Texas, London Docks, Flak Tower, and wait for it, Point Du Hoc. So please tell me this means that they fixed the rock glitch. I'm really hoping it does. I don't know what else it could mean. Fixed map exploits has to mean that, because that map was totally unplayable before that because of that stupid glitch where people get in the rock. Hopefully now we'll get less glitches and more gameplay. That definitely is a good thing. Another change is with the paratroopers in hardcore mode. Before, paratroopers in hardcore mode would actually have the default health of a normal player in core mode. Now they have the health of a paratrooper in hardcore mode. So basically it means paratroopers got a nerf for hardcore, and they're probably kind of useless now, because what does a normal person have in hardcore? 30 health. So a paratrooper will have, I don't know, maybe, you know, you'll be able to melt the paratrooper in a couple of bullets in hardcore mode. They really aren't that scary anymore in hardcore, so definitely they weren't scary at all in the first place. You need to be buffing these streaks, Sledgehammer, not nerfing them and fixing them. You need to be fixing things in the game overall instead of doing all this stuff that's extra. That's just my opinion there. Next thing they said is that they fixed the after matches. Like sometimes you get tossed out of the match after it, or it would take a long time to get out of there. You know, they apparently fixed some stuff with that. I don't know how much I trust to do with that, because there was a bunch of different glitches to do with that. So hopefully that process is a little more smooth, as well as the smoke grenade fix. Apparently there was a glitch where smoke grenades and smoke screens would only work one way, so only one way, you know, people could see through it the other way. I never had much experience with that. I guess that'll be more on the competitive side of things as well, because smoke grenades don't really come out at all in public matches. It's pretty much just people tossing frags, semtexes. Occasionally, like, you won't even see many stun grenades in public matches anymore. It's just people tossing semtexes and grenades, but that will be fixed now with the smoke grenade. And they basically made it so that running in parties should be a smoother process, and that the leader should be able to take you in and out and move around there a lot smoother. So hopefully that works out as well. So this is everything we got, all the important stuff that we have for this definitely 1.06 update. Not much actual multiplayer changes aside from that prime change and the bar change. So multiplayer should be playing pretty much the same for most people. And I definitely think, you know, fixing all these glitches was way overdue and needed in this game. But that doesn't mean that they're done. And I'm sure a lot more updates are going to be on the way, because this basically, you know, everyone was thinking, is this the one where supply drops come out and all that? You know, they throw a bunch of extra stuff in supply drops. That's what I mean, because supply drops are already out. But I think they usually like to wait until December for that. As far as updates coming in the future, December 1st, which is coming up very soon in a couple of days here, that is when rank play season is going to start, and I'm definitely going to be spamming the rank play if it is good. I'm not sure, but if the ranking system is at all good and compares to, you know, ranking systems from good online games, then like BO2 had a pretty good ranking system, BO3's was all right. I definitely will be playing quite a bit of that. Hopefully it is fun. We're gonna have to see on December 1st. December 8th is when this winter siege event starts, so that's definitely something to be excited for as well. And I think over these next coming weeks, that's when we can see all of these like 16 weapons that were leaked, DLC weapons, as well as a bunch of these DLC camos and stuff like that. That's when all of that stuff should start to come out into this game, when all that basically will start rolling out in December, because that's usually how they like to do it. Now, will this game stay cosmetic only? I think it probably, well, the thing is, it will stay cosmetic only on the variants, but with DLC weapons, that's not really cosmetic at all. So there's kind of like a point where it's like, what's the point of doing cosmetic variants if you're going to throw in DLC weapons as well? it sort of seems like they try to, you know, they know by now, we know as fans of Call of Duty how the supply drop system is going to work. It's not going to change. It makes them literally billions of dollars over, you know, Activision Blizzard through Overwatch and all their different Call of Duty games is literally billions of dollars in revenue because of that. We know it's not going to change, so it's kind of just weird when they say like we're doing cosmetic only or stuff like that. It's kind of like, what is the point when we know you're going to be adding stuff in extra? Why sort of trick people with that? Anyway, more updates should be coming soon in the future. Hope you guys did enjoy today's video. This is everything you need to know about this 1.06 update. Let me know what you guys think about this update. Is it good? Was it? I think it was a step in the right direction, like I said with the last one, but they're not even near done. There's a bunch of stuff that still needs fixing in this game, so hopefully they'll be working on that, you know, in the next coming weeks. Thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on this thing, sub for a cookie, and don't looky, and that's about it, guys. I'm out. Peace.